welcome back to my channel. My name is Tina. Welcome to all the new people, and thank you for coming back to all the return people. Let's talk about the summer favorites and fails. I'm going to go with the favorites first, and then I'm going to do the fail. One of my all-round favorites is my puppy dog. This is Samson. He's an Italian Greyhound. Super laid-back dogs who like to run for short amounts of time. He is the best dog ever. Nothing like having a dog to chill with while watching Netflix or whatever you're doing. He's one of my all-year-round favorites, but definitely one of my summer. I love the summer, Mom. Yeah, I love the summer. He also has really thin skin, so you have to put sunscreen on him. This is just a reminder, if you have a dog, take care of it in the summer. Make sure that they are getting what they need, not left in hot cars or sunburns. I used to have a Siberian Husky. He loved being outside in 5 feet of snow. In the summer, total opposite. He needed to be in the house in the air conditioning or he'd get really sick. Take care of your puppies. One of my first summer favorites is kind of weird, but it is this great mirror. I suspect this will be a favorite all year long. It's so very summer. I've never had an actual hand mirror just for doing my makeup before. Really, like I've had compacts, but this is amazing for just doing your makeup. I've discovered I really like it. If you're doing them on film and tired of holding up a palette, invest in one of these. It doesn't have to be this one. I don't think there's anything special other than it's adorable. Next thing we're gonna go with is the fixation stick from Tarte. This is an exfoliator. It is amazing. You sort of draw it on, or you can actually use it to scrub in, but that way you use a lot more product. It's really good. And then after that, I use a mask, and this one I got in BoxyCharm, and I have used this twice a week ever since I got it because I love it. It is an excellent mask that you do not have to peel off. It does not attack your skin. If you have mature skin, peel off masks really aren't great, and this doesn't peel off. You just wash it off, but it's so hydrating and it's so good for your skin. So after you wash your face, the Smashbox primer, this is the OG primer. I love this primer. It was my very first high-end primer ever. It is amazing. It just blurs out your pores and everything. The one problem with it is extremely silicone-y. So if you do not like that sensation, you're not gonna like it. But all of their primers that I've used have been amazing. I love it. It's what introduced me to primer. Missed a step. So you gotta moisturize before you do your primer. And the Elemis Marine Cream Pro Collagen stuff, oh my god, good. This is my third one of these. They are amazing. This stuff does holy crap good stuff to your skin, and it doesn't peel up your makeup or anything. It doesn't cause a problem with any of that. It is just so good. Love this. So after you're done moisturizing your face, and before you do primer, you need to put on sunscreen, especially in the summer. This is the Tarte Guard SPF 30. I love this. You put it down and I haven't noticed any flashback or anything like that. No sunburn. It sort of moisturizes, but it lays down nice and flat. It doesn't seem to come up with anything you do. And that is so important under makeup because some sunscreens will either give you flashback or white weird cast or all sorts of weird things. But you really do need it. This is the sample size. I think I paid $15 for this, and totally worth it. I will be buying the full size because honestly, I only recently discovered how much smaller the sample sizes are from the full size. Let's talk about sponges. This is the Wet n Wild sponge. As you can see, it is filthy. I just used it today. I love this sponge. It is super good. It's $5.99, super inexpensive, and I can get it buy one get one free a lot of times off wetnwild.com. Absolutely worth every freaking penny. Love this sponge. This is the Juvia's Place concealer. This is an excellent concealer. I really liked it. It does an excellent job brightening. It stays put. It doesn't crease on me really. Well, like no more than anything's going to. It's super inexpensive, and that's a huge bottle. This is my Smashbox one. Costs twice as much. I love this primer, so I'm not saying it's not worth it because it is. But if you're on a budget, this is, I believe, $12, worth every penny, and you can get these for about 40% off quite often, about 4 times a year. Juvia's Place does a hell of a sale. These are amazing. This is the iconic London cushion, and it is really good. It opens up like this. You do need to be careful opening it the first few times because your product will fly all over if you're not careful opening it. Oh my god, so good. And it comes with this cool little brush, which has one side that's super thin and then the other side is thicker for like shaping your brows. It's one of the best brushes ever. This one is pretty much dead. I've had to add water to it to keep it hydrated a little bit and get the last little bit out of it. Love it so much. I love this brush, but eventually this part here starts to go bad. You should have an angle brush though. Most likely they come in a whole lot of brush sets, like most of them, because it's a super cheap brush to make. You just need an angle brush and it's fine. It's just pretty much a normal one. I love this. I love this so much. Now, I just recently got this. And it's a brow gel. It's got a teeny tiny little brush on it. If you have sparse brows that you have a problem with, or small brows, thin brows like I do, this little brush is amazing and I have been loving this brow gel. I've used it every single time since I got it, and I wasn't even sure at first if I was gonna like it. Anything I keep reaching for, the more I use it, the more I like it. I have a couple of palettes. This is the Shake Your Pom Poms from Too Faced. I also have the Tickled Peach one. Both of these are amazing. They're excellent, excellent colors for summer. They have a great pigmentation. I have been loving them. I've had excellent luck with them, and both of these, oh my god, so good. Another eyeshadow palette, and I'm actually using both of those and this one today. This is the Young, Wild, and Cruelty-Free palette from Tarte. It looks like this. It is gorgeous. And these shades blend so good. I can't even explain the rich pigmentation you get from them. So easy to blend, so beautiful. They just go on super easy. I haven't had any problem with fallout or kick up or anything. It doesn't have the bright colors that I normally go for. I have been using the heck out of this because you can use quite a lot of these shades underneath other really bright shades and just get a stunning look. And to go with that, I've been using liquid eyeshadows. This one is from Tarte. This is so good. I've talked about this before. I love it, especially when my allergies are acting up. It just seems to stay on better than a powder shadow. And I just really like it. Unless, you know, you get full on allergy eyes, then nothing is going to stay on. So this is the Too Faced Twinkle Twinkle eyeshadow. I also used it going into my inner corner. I don't like this as much as I like the Stila ones. It's kind of a, it's good, it's not great. So I don't know if you can still get this off Tarte, but this is a Tarte blush bronzer. It does both. It's a pinky bronzer. It just looks amazing, stunning for the summer. I don't ever reach for it in the winter, but in the summer, I reach for it all the time. Another summer bronzer is, of course, the Butter Bronzer from Physicians Formula. If you don't know about this, I don't know what rock you've been under, but it is amazing and it smells really good, so it super reminds you of summer anyways. Like you can pretend you're at the beach, even if you're not, and I am nowhere near the beach. But it's a beautiful bronzer. It seems to flatter almost everyone, unless you have a darker skin tone, in which they make a darker one. And I think they now make a lighter one. I'm not positive. But this one, even on my pale self, looks really pretty. You just have to have a light or heavier hand with it. So gorgeous. When you're talking about summer favorites for powder, the Peach Blur from Too Faced, I have the mini, and I've had this forever. I'm finally getting through the little peach on the top because it really does last for frickin' ever. And I am obsessed with this in the summer. It just leaves your skin looking gorgeous. Brightens and just looks beautiful. I love this. I blend out my face, buff everything in with this, and it leaves a very faint shimmer or glowy look, and peach it just looks amazing. We have these chrome paint eyeliners. I now have 2 of these from Tarte. These are interesting. The end is not amazing, like for doing a really fine line. They come with a little stencil, and that stencil, you can do little hearts or flowers or all sorts of things, and these stay on really, really well. They're not waterproof, but they do hold up to a real beating. So I really like this a lot. Let's talk about mascaras. In the summer, man, I have really bad allergies, especially certain times of the year when things are pollinating. This Big Ego, I haven't noticed it smudging or anything. I really love it on my upper lashes. I cannot use this on my lower lashes without smearing it everywhere though. So I just use it on my upper lashes and it's beautiful. If you're having a bad allergy eye, you have these two options right here. This is the Lifted from Tarte. This is a waterproof mascara or sweatproof. You can build it up and it looks amazing for a waterproof, sweatproof mascara. Most of them do not fill out your lashes amazingly. This one actually does. You can put a couple coats on, it looks beautiful, and it comes off without a huge struggle. This is the Ico waterproof mascara. If you want to get this off, you had better have some really, really good waterproof mascara remover because it is not coming off with soap and water or an exfoliator. It's just not. I have to use a waterproof mascara remover and then I have to use an oil to finish getting it off. Otherwise, it's still clinging to my eyelash. It is amazing, and if you have a wedding or something, I highly recommend this. I don't really recommend it for a daily use because your eyelashes are gonna take a beating when you can't get it off every day. It is that hard to get off. Like, you are gonna rub your eyes raw for those special occasions or those days when you know that your eyes are just gonna be a mess for some reason. Amazing. Can't recommend it enough for that. The last two items are both from Smashbox. These are the Always On lipsticks. I have one in the metallics and one in their mattes. This one is Base Alert. I can't remember the name, but I'm wearing it today. It's super pretty, and if you don't like chrome lipsticks, you're probably not going to like this shade. However, the mattes are also amazing. This one's in Base Alert. This is a gorgeous summer color. So is this, just depending on what you're doing. All of them are amazing. They're totally transfer proof. I have never had a problem with them feathering or anything. If you have mature skin and lips that are starting to get where they feather out from lipsticks, these look amazing and they hold up to darn near anything. I very rarely have a problem with them looking horrible. They stay on pretty much all day. Like, I eat with them, drink with them, no problem at all. I can't live without my water bottle in the summer. But as you know, lipstick on these, when you're drinking out of them all day, holy crap. But as you can see, no transfer. Let's talk about my not so favorites. This is the Water Foundation Broad Spectrum SPF 15. I do not like this. First of all, I find it very messy. I don't normally get foundation all over me. This stuff, because it has this dropper thingy, I can't find a way to get it on my face without putting it on my hand, and then it sort of still gets everywhere, that it doesn't drip on me. Like, I've never had that problem. Even with the Wet n Wild one that comes on that stupid little spatula, never had one get all over my clothes. Not only that, but this has a nasty tendency to look cakey, even though it's not a full coverage foundation. I'm wearing it today and the other day. So I was trying out this new Shape Tape Balm Primer, and this is a very thick primer. It's like the e.l.f. one, so it's like a primer putty. I blamed the problem on it because I thought it was it. Now I'm thinking it's this. I don't like it. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with it because I just feel like it sits on my skin funny. I've had that problem with a few foundations. This one, it just doesn't work for me. In the BoxyCharm where I got this mask, I also got this eyeshadow palette. I love the shades in this. They are beautiful. Like, holy crap, stunning. How pretty is that? The shimmers look really pretty when you pat them on the lid. First of all, I can't get them to last very long. And second of all, I have one hello time with those mattes. To me, they're super chalky. They just don't go on very easily for me, and they don't blend super well for me. I can get a look at it. It's not terrible, but it's, for the price, I was really unimpressed. Another foundation fail. Juvia's Spice Foundation. So everything I love about this, I hate about this. This is a very full coverage foundation. Like, you don't need very much, and it gives you a full face of foundation, no problem at all. I didn't have a problem with the shade. What I had a problem with, it goes on and it doesn't look bad at all. Like, look at that coverage. It is amazing. And you can spread that little finger dot out for days. No freckles, no nothing. It's all gone, right? The problem is, it doesn't last very long. A few hours and it's just gone. I don't even know where it goes. Because it's not like sweating off or leaving trails or something. It's not migrating to the side of your face. I use primers and everything. I've tried it multiple ways and I just can't get it to stay on my face. It looks gorgeous for when it does go on, but as you go along throughout the day, it just disappears. The concealer does not do that. It is inexpensive, and so if you're looking for something where you just need it for a few hours and you want that super full coverage, it is an inexpensive foundation, and I love Juvia's Place. I didn't love the fact that when I went to take it off that night, like I'm using my makeup wipe like normal, and normally like it's all covered and stuff, this hardly anything was left. Unless you're only using it for a few hours, I really can't recommend it because I expect my foundation to wear at least for 8 hours. It doesn't count when it doesn't look terrible, but it's just not there. I missed a couple items in my summer favorites. I don't know how because I've been using this every single time I put on my makeup. This is the Wet n Wild Hydration Balm. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. And if you like a sticky base, you will love this. It goes on so beautifully. It does not irritate your eyes, and it leaves your face with that tacky sensation I never really gave a darn about before, but now with this, I am discovering I love this. Like, it creates the perfect base to start putting on your foundation. And you can use this at several points along the way because it is perfectly clear. It hydrates and it creates this like layer. I put it over the top of right after I do my sunscreen. Love it so much. This is the Honeymoon Glow from Pharmacy. It will give you a stingy, tingly sensation that a lot of people don't like at all. But the results from this are amazing. I've got this in like my Boxy Luxe, I think, and I adore it. I prefer this over the Glam Glow one that I got in my skincare box. This is so good. It is lightening the dark spots that I have on my face. And if you have some of those hyperpigmentation spots, you know how hard they are to get rid of. This actually is working. Holy crap, oh my god, yay! This is the Revlon liquid eyeshadow. It looks really pretty. When you first put it on your hand, you can't blend it out, so it's chunky, and this is over the top of the Juvia's Place foundation, so you should get maximum look. You get nothing. It just goes to nothing, and I bought several of these. None of them do any good at all, other than they don't really dry down right, and they mess up the rest of your makeup. This was a huge fail for me. I never ever reached for it, and it was sold as a festival eyeshadow. And there's nothing festival about that. That's it for my summer favorites and fails. I hope you enjoyed this video. Please subscribe, and I will see you the next time.